There's a video making the rounds online that claims a super simple morning drink can actually trigger your body to regenerate itself. So we're going to break down what's in it, how it supposedly works, and the results it promises, all based on the original source. And just a heads up, this is purely an explainer of the claims in that video, not medical advice. It all kicks off with this incredibly bold claim. The source, Ben Azadi, says this isn't about some new supplement or a gimmick. He's talking about a formula that he claims can activate your body's fat-burning switch right at the cellular level. That's a pretty powerful hook, and it definitely sets the stage for some big promises.
Right, so you're probably thinking, what on earth is in this stuff? How could one drink possibly melt fat and reverse cellular damage? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into right now.
Okay, first things first, let's look at the core idea here. The source isn't just pitching this as another health tonic. He frames it as a way to unlock a really deep biological process, especially for anyone over 40 who feels like they're dealing with that metabolic wear and tear.
So the whole argument is that if you want to break through that stubborn fat, you've got to do more than just cut calories. You need a change at the cellular level. The idea is that our internal fat-burning machinery just gets kind of inefficient after a few decades, and this drink is supposedly the reset button.
So let's get into the how. How does this cellular reset supposedly work? Well, according to the source, it all comes down to two really key biological processes.
The first big concept is something called autophagy. The easiest way to think about it is like your body's own internal housekeeping service or a recycling program. It's this amazing natural process where your body goes in, cleans out all the old, junky cellular parts, and makes way for new, efficient ones.
And I love this analogy. The source describes it as a little Pac-Man inside your body, just gobbling up all the junk in your cells. This cleanup process is presented as absolutely essential for getting things working right again, especially our mitochondria, the little energy factories inside our cells.
The second piece of the puzzle here is stem cell renewal. If autophagy is the cleanup crew, then stem cells are the repair crew. The argument is that as we get older, this repair crew gets a little lazy, but certain things, like this protocol supposedly, can wake them up and get them back to work regenerating our tissues.
So here's how it all supposedly connects together. First, that Pac-Man, autophagy, cleans out your old sluggish mitochondria. Then, the stem cells get activated to help build shiny new ones. These revitalized mitochondria are way better at burning fat, which in turn helps improve your insulin sensitivity. And the end result? Your body's whole metabolic attitude shifts from storing fat to actually burning it for fuel.
Okay, so that's the theory. I think we get it. Now for the really practical part, what is the exact recipe and what are the rules for this 7-day protocol?
So here it is, the precise formula. You start with a base of warm or room temp water. Then you add a tablespoon of high-quality olive oil and a tablespoon of collagen. Then come the key spices and extracts: turmeric, cinnamon, and quercetin. And you finish it off with just a little pinch of good sea salt. The instructions are clear. Stir it up and drink it pretty quickly after you wake up.
And listen, this part is absolutely critical. To get the claimed benefits, you have to drink this in a fasted state. The source is very specific here. You need to wait at least 30 to 45 minutes before you have anything else. And yes, that includes your morning coffee. The idea is you don't want to interfere with that fasted signaling window.
The protocol also comes with some ground rules for what you eat the rest of the day. The source strongly advises staying away from industrial seed oils, like canola or corn oil, which are claimed to cause inflammation. Also on the avoid list are sugary drinks and a lot of heavy refined carbs. Instead, the focus is on healthy fats like olive and avocado oil and just making sure you're well hydrated.
Okay, so let's say you follow the recipe, you follow the rules. What's supposed to happen? Well, the source lays out a very specific day-by-day timeline of results that you can expect in that first week.
And the claim progression is pretty impressive. It starts off small, maybe a little more alertness, feeling less hungry. By day 3, you're supposed to feel cognitive benefits, like more focus. But the claim is that by day 4, you start to see noticeable fat loss. And this all builds to day 7, where the promises are more energy, a slimmer waist, and maybe even a peak of some abs.
All right, let's head into our final section and tackle some of the practical questions that naturally come up when you hear about a protocol like this. So a big question is, who is this for? Well, while anyone can supposedly try it, the source really argues that it's most important for people who are already struggling with metabolic issues. It's positioned as a tool for those who are overweight or insulin resistant, though of course it's always stressed that this isn't a replacement for medical advice.
And for all the data nerds out there who want to track their progress, the source suggests looking at some specific health markers. The idea here is that seeing changes in things like your fasting glucose or your blood ketones can give you some objective proof that your body's cellular machinery is really shifting gears, and you're getting those claimed benefits.
And that brings us to the big final question, doesn't it? After breaking down the science, the recipe, and the promised results, we're left with the same powerful idea the source started with. Is it possible that a simple daily drink, combined with the right lifestyle choices, could actually reset your body at a cellular level? That's the core idea here. As always, do your own research, and it's a good idea to chat with a healthcare professional before you make any big changes.